Hello, Serious Crew. This is Not So Busy, your podcast producer and Serious Gentleman podcaster. Team Serious would like to announce Serious Property Solutions, a proud sponsor of Team Serious. Serious Property Solutions, or SPS, will buy any house, any condition, any situation. So if you're looking into getting out of your mortgage or simply selling your house quick and you are near or around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, give them a call at area code 469-609-7368, or you can reach out to them via their Facebook page at facebook.com/Serious Property Solutions and send them a message via FB Messenger or email them at oscar@seriouspropertysolutions.com. We would like to thank SPS for their support and supporting this podcast. Thank you so much. Go check them out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Team Serious podcast. We are on episode 23, I believe. Episode 23 of the Team Serious podcast. Today, I not just today, but forever, I'm Tombstone. Next to me is TheyCallMeFelix, sporting that nice new facial hair. Beneath me is the return of the one and only FlapAndSmack. Thanks for being back. And my brother from another mother, Twizted, down to the other way, the bottom right of your screen. First off, big shouts to Serious Property Solutions for not only giving us that amazing video, but also for sponsoring this podcast. They've been with us now for a little over 2 months. If you need any kind of property management solutions, if you're looking to sell your home, if you're looking to renovate, whatever you want to do management-wise, please go ahead and hit them up. All the information will be played again at the end of this podcast. So if you guys need, you have someone who you can contact. Real quick, I want to go around the room, let introductions start, and then we'll talk about what you guys are drinking, because I got all kinds of fire today. So we'll start at Felix and we'll work around.
What is up? Good morning. I am in a weird transition phase. I woke up at like 6:30 this morning. So I'm past the coffee, but not quite enough to like crack a beer or anything. So agua purificada. That's it for me today.
You sound like Dave all of a sudden. didn't know Dave was here.
Morning, gentlemen. I'm keeping it simple this morning. No beer for me, but we got some iced tea. Some nice iced tea because it's hot as hell here in Florida.
Good evening. I am drinking a lovely Q Rio Apus Lee. It's a nice cider.
It is a nice cider. For me, I am drinking Kill Streak as always from our boys over at Gamer Grind. But also, when I'm done, I got this wonderful Duchette's Obsidian Stout that I'm going to crack into. I'm looking forward to the beer starting early today. I have had a very long weekend. I am ready to drink myself a little silly. Quick couple notes. Go ahead. You had something to say? Say it. Go ahead.
I think this might say Curious Apple.
All this time, you've been calling it Curious Pally Ale.
Curie Apus Lee. Terrible.
This guy's an idiot. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're back, though. Like, I really am.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back, even if this the last one before the break?
We will have a break on Thanksgiving week, yeah.
I don't know when that is. That's not a real one.
The 26th.
Okay.
So the weekend after that, we will. I think maybe we don't do one this next week. I don't remember. I'll get to that in a minute. Beyond that, just a couple of notes from the Team Serious side. Just want to remind everybody that everybody on this panel is Team Serious, and we're glad to have all of you here. But beyond that, we have Rocket League just got played. We just finished our Rocket League tournament with Team Serious. It was an awesome competition between 4 teams. Kind of unfair when you get Zandler and Ramezi on the same team, especially with Dave like picking up the sand. He's pretty good too. He's not bad, but they played an amazing tournament. We had a lot of fun between the 4 teams. It was an awesome time, and you guys should make sure that you join the next one. We have a R6 Rainbow Six Siege tournament coming up on the 20th. It's coming up this Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to get salty. I know Boise State is pushing over a team. Yes, that's the real Boise State University. They're pushing a team here. They are absolutely phenomenal. And just even if you don't play, just getting a chance to go watch them is incredible because their knowledge of maps, their knowledge of the operators, their knowledge of how to work together it's truly impressive. So again, get signed up. You can hit us over at the Team Serious Twitter. You can get in the Discord and you can sign up there, or you may sign up through any one of the other social medias, including Instagram and Facebook groups. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All the 6 or Rainbow Six games are just salty as hell. We get a lot of young kids in there who really want to go hard after Boise State, and they just turn around and smack them back. So those are 2 of the things that are coming up for Team Serious. And one more, December 10th through the 13th, Team Serious is partnering up with United Vindication, Club Kiwi, and Rage Zone. We also have Galaxy Hound on board, and we are also talking with yet another organization who does nonprofit stuff. And we're going to be running a 4-day charity mental health stream. It's meant to bring out the mental health awareness. We're going to try to hashtag break the stigma of mental health, getting people talking about their mental health issues, talking about the way they cope with mental health and the way that they get through their normal days. So it's going to start on Thursday the 10th. It's going to run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it will end with a admin roundtable from each of the 5 major organizations that are a part of it. So lots of good things coming out of that. I know for a fact that all of the leadership, we've already talked about our goals was to help 1 person get through mental health issues, but we've already gotten to 4. So 4 people have already reached out to me personally saying that they've sought help or that they understand more about their mental health already. And I think that's a huge step. So shout out to you guys for everything that you're doing. Really quick, we're going to just kick it off. We're going to talk about something that's a little strange. We're going to start more lighthearted tonight or today, and we're going to work kind of to the serious stuff later. But the first thing I want to talk about is we're going to talk about some of the craziest world records that have ever been set. And I'm going to let Twizted start this one off. I'm going to let my dog outside this door while you guys talk a little bit. Go ahead, Twizted.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right. So where do we start? What's the best one I found?
Do the P.
Do the P. Oh, we're back to P on this podcast. Awesome.
All right, so let me see if I can find some others because these ain't really that bizarre.
All right, so he's looking for one. I actually found one that I really want to talk about because I think it's weird. The most outrageous record I found was most apples held in your mouth while being cut by a chainsaw in 1 minute. The record,
Dang.
The record was set. He held 8 apples as they were being cut by a chainsaw.
Why?
In his mouth. I have no idea. Like I'm going to share the screen because I
Does he want to die?
I have to share.
That made mine look horrible now.
Like
Yeah.
That's a new one.
this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
No.
Cut the apple with a chainsaw while the apple was in his mouth. And my nose is too big for that. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'd probably hit my nose, but
I see the reason why he did it. Look where he's from, South Yorkshire.
not getting into this. It was definitely not me.
Lunatics.
Not really fond of this one. The other one that I saw was this one, and this one is
Holy.
although creepy. I think it's more cultural based. 4,225 piercings,
Dang.
which is awesome and disgusting at the same time. So, all right, somebody else share one of yours.
I got a weird one that no one would think to try. This one's weird. Here, let me do this.
Like, who thinks about putting an apple in their mouth and sawing it with a chainsaw?
Well, this one's like quarantine got to this lady.
This is the one.
Fuck.
This is the largest hula hoop spun. It is 17 feet, 0.25 inches.
The lady has completely lost her mind, and she's so happy about it.
She's like, yeah. And then there was another bizarre one. I think it's down here. This one's kind of cool. The most drum beats in 1 minute using a prosthetic drum arm. So this guy built this thing, and it does 2,400 beats in a minute.
That's crazy fast.
So that thing's like double bass on your arm, which is kind of cool. And then there was one more that was kind of cool.
Hey, can you go back to that picture, the one with the ping pong paddle? Brosine told us he wasn't going to be on this podcast, but he found it anyway. So that's not my joke. That's Twisted's joke. Don't hate me. Hate him, please.
This is Brosine right here.
All right,
That's why he's so good at Destiny.
Here's the
other weird one was, this dude's a monster. He did 36 consecutive pull-ups with his pinkies.
Woo.
Like, I couldn't handle that.
All right, Twisted, share me your
That's
screen.
it for me.
Sid Fury says Guinness takes money and finds a way to make something a world record. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think, we got to have something to be entertained by. Guinness World Records.
So I'm going to say it before I share it, just because. But this is the man who has bounced a ping pong ball off of a wall 150 times in a minute using his mouth.
Okay, what?
We have to see that. Hang on. Can you play the video?
There's a video.
I have to see this. This can't. What in the hell is he doing? I don't care about this sound. Can we get to the point that he's actually like bouncing up?
Yeah, we don't care about his life story.
Yeah.
Less yakking, more slapping.
The hell is he doing?
Like, I have no idea.
How does one prepare for this? Like
exactly what he's doing. This is awful. I don't even want to watch this. This is terrible.
He has Riley Reid beat.
Get it.
I wonder how many times he had to perform the Heimlich on himself or have somebody who did it.
Oh my God. Somebody on standby because it goes down his throat.
Oh.
This is considered porn? Question mark.
Flattering.
Somebody higher than me in the Team Serious archives. Please go ahead and mark this for 18 plus.
Like what the hell?
He's official, man. He's got the lion on the ground.
He did this how many times?
150.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
He's broken more than 150. His 44 30 seconds. Yep.
That's crazy.
Previous was 34 bounces.
Dang, he came to play that day.
I want to bounce this ball 44 times off a mirror.
Using my mouth.
That's a British man.
That guy's got some issues.
Quarantine's getting going on over there, Flap.
Yeah, I no excuse.
No excuses. All right, so here's another one that I tend to like. Oh, wow. My screen's just going to be completely bizarre. Largest metal coil passed through the nose and out of the mouth.
Oh. That's got to be a Florida man. Oh, no, Vegas.
Vegas. I mean, same, right?
Yeah.
He kind of looks English.
He kind of looks like me on drugs, but we're not going to talk about that.
Tombstone, you trimmed your beard.
It's not a good day. Other ones that we see in here are largest mustache, most wins at the World Beard and Mustache Championship. I didn't even know they had that. Oh, the largest collection of rubber ducks. Somewhere around 6,000 rubber ducks.
Bowl of spaghetti is 26.69 seconds.
We asked, you have to qualify that one, though. How big is the bowl?
Yeah, that's got to be like a standard measure.
Yeah, is it like full over the brim? Is it kind of just up to the top? Like, how much
factors
sauce is it? Because
they should take that away.
If it's dry spaghetti or dry pasta, like that would be harder than if it was just soaked in sauce.
It looks like there's no sauce. It's just like the cooked noodles, it looks like.
I can't do it. That's disgusting. That'd be worse than eating the hot dogs. Those hot dog eating contests, they gross me out, man.
So the most victory royales in Fortnite using a quad stick, mouth-operated joystick is 509.
We were looking up some of these beforehand, and he's actually on Twitch. I can't remember what his name is now, but he's actually on Twitch, and he is damn good. And he plays Warzone, too. Like, it's not
PC
just
gamer Raku No Hands.
Rocky.
Yeah. He is a beast.
The most Transformer memorabilia.
The most wins for gurning, aka making a face.
That's disgusting. The next one's pretty cool. The largest hairy family. I actually feel bad for that family. That's not okay. Like, why are we
Here
showing?
you go, Flap. This one's all you, buddy.
Just shared a link in the Serious Gents Discord thing. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this. It's a YouTube video.
Most toothpicks in a beard. There you go, Tombstone.
See, I don't.
Toothpicks.
I'm gonna put this up, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna keep that one for us, and I'll watch that one.
Man, you need to watch it on this. It's incredible.
So this is toothpicks and a beard. This is pretty cool.
3,500.
That looks uncomfortable as shit. Felix, can we do that to you? Like when you start growing it in, like when you actually.
This might be it, though.
That can't be it. Come on, man. This looks terrible. I don't know if I'd even try that. Granted, I mean, we've seen guys sawing apples with chainsaws in their mouths.
Brozine's going to have to be that guy to do that one, too.
Oh, Brozine, make a return. Toothpick guy. While you're doing fitness. This is why I think, like, who said it earlier? Someone in chat said earlier that Guinness just takes our money and makes something a world record. I can't remember who said it now.
Pretty much.
I think Sin said it.
Yeah. And this is kind of why. Oh God, not again. The world's largest hairy family. The condition is characterized by excessive facial and torso hair. In women, it means a lighter coat, while men have thick hair on 98% of their body. He actually
so the record that there's 4 people in the family.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not like.
This is why I don't like the records, because
I'm not knocking it, but it's like I'm not going to put myself in. I'm not going to have 5 kids just to like beat your record.
Right.
I mean, you got to like take care of those little humans. That shit's expensive.
If I'm not mistaken, they were actually on TV at one point too. Like they had a show on TLC.
It just that article says that they perform in the Mexican National Circus, which means clearly they are embracing it. Which I think at that point that's kind of all you can do. I'm sure they get made fun of enough. So, but that's kind of one of those things where like the record is. I don't know. I don't really appreciate that record.
Yeah,
it's not really an achievement.
Yeah, they didn't choose that.
Yeah. The world's longest legs. A Russian woman, I'm not even going to try to say her name, officially has the world's longest legs, measuring 51.9 inches. Her legs alone are 4 feet long.
Jeez.
Like, that's crazy. Longest kiss ever. 58 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Oh my gosh. I think Tombstone and Not So could probably beat that.
Only because our beards would get tangled. We wouldn't be able to separate. Farthest arrow shot using your feet only.
That's pretty cool.
Hit a target 20 feet away while standing on her hands and using her feet. That's pretty cool.
All right, so Jin Songhao drinks beer as he sits in snow during a cold endurance performance in Jilin province. Jin set the Guinness record for the longest time spent in direct body full contact with snow.
Dang.
With the time of 46 minutes and 7 seconds.
Ooh.
Dang. I went outside to take the garbage out and came running in like a little baby.
They went that long while tasting each other's unbrushed teeth. We are not getting into unbrushed teeth here today. It's not happening. I'm sorry. We're skipping that whole discussion.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Go ahead, Flap. Say what you want, because that face is beautiful.
Disgusting.
Look, we're just not going to do it.
And then there's things like this that are just absolutely gross, like the world's longest fingernails. Like, first off, how
long were her fingernails? They were long.
Her nails measure 10 feet 2 inches on her left hand, 9 feet 7 inches on her right hand.
You got to have like crazy vitamins and stuff. Like
she's been growing like that for 18 years.
Right.
You have to eat like those pregnancy vitamins for that.
Have you heard about the human magnet, the guy who sticks spoons to himself?
What?
Right. 53 metal spoons he stuck to himself. He's not a fucking magnet. He's just dirty. He doesn't wash.
He's Magneto.
No, he's just filthy, disgusting bastard.
That's gross.
Ah,
This guy has a mustache of 14 feet long.
That's what I'm going for, you guys. This is it. This is where it starts.
The problem is that I don't grow enough facial hair.
Yeah, mine will stop after a certain point.
Like, this is what I've got. It's been this length for, what now, 6 months?
Holy crap.
Yeah, I haven't shaved at all. It just doesn't grow at a certain point. Like, I don't have the vitamins.
I'm hoping mine will grow enough to where I could turn it.
I can turn mine.
See, this is crazy. Like, I would never try to break this. Freddie Knock from Switzerland balanced on the ropeway of a cable car leading on Germany's highest mountain. Knock balanced on the 995 meter long rope to break his world record as part of a charity event. The rope itself is 2,962 meters long.
Oh my
Dang.
God. That's like that dude who did the walk across the Grand Canyon a few years back. Well, it's been.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's been like a decade now. But he was balancing and walking across the Grand Canyon.
I remember that.
Like, fuck all of that. Pass.
I'm secretly, like, I hate to say it, but I'm secretly like, fall.
Dave is clearly older than 50, Flap. I mean, I appreciate you saying that he's only 40, but he's don't sell him short. He deserves credit for his old age. He's a wonderful human being.
he's retiring soon, isn't he?
I think so. He's got to be. I mean, he can't really do anything else. He can't really type anymore. So,
No. All right.
that brings me to the guy with Red Bull, who went up into orbit and he jumped out of the little spacecraft.
Felix.
There was never. Excuse me. Why are you yelling Felix? He's right there.
Felix Baumgartner.
The dude, like, it gave me anxiety watching him do that. Like, I don't like space. I think space is fascinating, but the immense size of space creeps me the hell out.
Okay, you guys got to see this. Hang on. This is insane. Hang on, let me share this with you. This is the highest jump out of a plane with no parachute.
I saw this.
Who tries that?
He lands it
Watch
in.
this. He has to hit a target. Watch this. Okay.
What the
share.
fuck is that? Pardon my language for anybody who cares. Who does this?
Okay, so here's the dude dropping out of the plane. He's the guy in the green right here. Here, do this.
How high is this?
25,000 feet.
And he jumps out without a parachute.
No parachute.
Oh, fuck.
These dudes around him have see, no parachute. Nothing.
Damn.
Let's fast forward this. And then he has to hit this target. Watch this. This is nutty.
Oh, yeah, he just hit it. Jesus.
He
Oh,
almost missed it.
Oh man,
A good foot to the side and he would have been done.
You
that
see
gives
that
me
dude straight back
anxiety
in.
of the worst kind, man.
They show it in slow motion too.
Could you imagine being these people if he misses?
He almost misses.
Like, imagine being there watching this if he misses.
Oh my God, if he missed and you're there, the sound it would probably make.
Well,
You'd be scarred for life.
it's like the dude that tried to, I think he was either had a pair of wings or was parachuting from the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Look how hard he hits this net.
And his parachute didn't open.
This gives me no wonder I'm so anxious today. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's nutty.
That guy
He's
needs
so anxious, he's
that
sweating.
dude needs to quit sweating.
That dude needed some deodorant.
Yeah, man. But if his body doesn't hit that net and he hits the ground, his body would just evaporate. It would just be.
Or if he hit like the side of the net and then rolled the other way.
Tumbled off.
But at least that would stop some of the momentum.
I don't think it would stop enough though.
Yeah,
25,000 feet. They said that was not the one that I saw originally. They said the whole thing was under 2 minutes.
His terminal velocity would. Oh man, that's.
He's like he
incredible.
didn't black out, like from the G forces.
See, that's what I was worried about at first when you first said it as I was afraid whatever he hit. I didn't know he hit a net. I was trying to think of all the ways that he could do that, like hitting the water or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But even that would kill you. The force of water would kill you.
Yeah. That's like hitting cement at that point.
That net has to have like no tension in it whatsoever.
Well, they said that it was suspended by the cranes, and then it was on like these things that when he hit, it let out slack, so it like caught him like an egg drop.
Yeah, that makes sense. It has to give way. If not, even maybe an ounce of pressure would probably kill him. That's crazy.
Or like break your back or something. But yeah, that dude has a record that I don't think anyone's gonna ever give that.
I would. Granted, I wouldn't attempt most of these. Okay, the whole spitting a ping pong ball at a wall doesn't seem to fascinate me. Guy chainsawing his face off. The 17-foot hula hoop. But
What about the guy blowing the pee?
you got to find the P guy.
I find the pee guy.
Let's get back to the P guy. Oh yeah, he's got that record forever. Same with the Red Bull guy who jumped out of the damn spaceship. Nobody's going up there. Nobody has the resources.
No, it was beaten like a week after he did it.
Was it really?
Yeah.
By who?
Felix Baumgartner was the guy who initially did it, and then it was being like a week after.
Look, you are one of the dumbest human beings I know. Why the fuck do you know that?
Why am I dumb?
I don't know. You're actually brilliant. I just like to give you shit.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, thanks.
There you go. Put the link in because I'm not sharing my screen because you'll take the piss out of me for using Bing and Edge.
Did you really? Wow, you linked it to the Discord.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got a thing on here. I'll do it here as well.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you just put it there.
You want to WhatsApp? I'll WhatsApp at you.
No, I don't need WhatsApp. Stop.
Oh, I don't know. WhatsApp at you.
All right, so this is the guy who blew the P the furthest.
Blew the pee. Like someone peed on the ground and he blew it.
No, a P.
Oh, a pee.
Look at where it was as well.
Blew a P 12 meters and was achieved by David Rush, USA at Boise High School in Boise, Idaho. Look, guys, we have Boise State University. They're coming on to join this Rainbow Six tournament, and they are fantastic human beings. People up in the northern part of the United States get really, really bored. There is nothing out there from like Montana, Idaho, South Dakota, North Dakota. They have nothing better to do in their lives. And I'm sorry, but they don't.
So I have to fall on the sword here. When Flap originally said the P guy, the guy that blew the P, for some weird fucking reason, what popped into my head is some dude just peeing and then someone standing next to him going,
trying to blow it back in.
So which one of you guys is going to blow my pee?
Look how far he blew it. It's crazy.
He was able to blow it back up in the tube.
Oh,
so gross. Who does that?
Oh, man.
All right, so those are the craziest records that we've seen. Some of them are pretty nasty. Some of them are pretty cool. Some are of no fault of their own. I know, like I said, that the hairy guy, the person with the long legs, I just don't think that those are – I mean, they're impressive because they're different, but it almost feels like you're making fun of them more than, being impressed by the record. But the records that are actually set, I think they're amazing. The guys who are eating 70 fucking hot dogs in a minute, like that's first off, that's disgusting.
That's insane how somebody could even do that.
I just I couldn't imagine scarfing down 70 hot dogs.
hey Tim, have you been practicing blowing peas?
No.
You sure?
Yep, positive.
Yeah. Okay.
It seems like something I wouldn't want to do.
No, I'm just talking about because you're going bald.
I'm not balding. I'm thinning, but I'm
I
not
say
balding.
for the charity event, we attempt the pee blow.
I'm in.
Mental health awareness stream. We are going to attempt to blow peas everywhere. Come watch us as we tell people why you shouldn't be anxious and then blow peas everywhere.
We should have for the awareness, just show the clip of the guy jumping out of the plane over and over again.
See, that literally gives me anxiety.
I know.
I am cringing the whole time I'm watching him fall.
I know. It's like the first time I saw it, I was like, because on the video I saw it was from his perspective, and you see him look down, and like you're like, I hope that I jump right. Whoever tells me to jump, I hope they got it right.
Yeah, because there's so much math that goes into that, guys.
Oh yeah,
It's not just like, hey, I'm going to jump out. You have to deal with wind velocity, resistance. You have to deal with everything. And,
I mean, you can aim yourself to a
right,
degree.
but why would you jump out to where you have to aim yourself more than what you should? It leaves too much to chance, man.
It might turn them on.
I think jumping out of a plane without a parachute is fucking crazy. So I guess he'd have to be a little bit.
Shit, I think jumping out of a plane with a parachute is crazy.
No.
I would do it. I would jump with a parachute.
I had a few years ago. I had one booked, and a week before I was supposed to do it, I broke my ankle.
Oh, that's a sign.
Yep.
It's probably for the best that you didn't jump out of that plane.
I was
if
still
you believe
trying
in
to
that
do
kind
it.
of thing.
I would
trying to
do
do it, but they wouldn't let me.
Well, yeah, because even if you had the parachute on, like when you land, you got to like run. Do you see that? I was watching the news, and there was a guy that was 98 years old. He was a World War II paratrooper, and for his 100th birthday, they jumped out of the plane. He went skydiving.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
I mean,
imagine the skin flapping.
You know, that's
and
that's
when they
another
landed and you got to run, he even did it like a champ. He was just like he was like 60 years old. It was awesome.
Good lad.
So he's almost as old as Dave. There he goes. This guy, stretchy as skin.
That's one I wouldn't want either.
Yeah, that would be miserable. So, like this guy doing any type of skydiving, it would make a terrible sound.
So, has he got like Ehlers-Danlos disorder?
It is called Ehlers-Danlos.
I was looking that shit up today because it causes looseness of like the joints and that. So your joints subplex and that. I was thinking I might have it, but my skin's not very stretchy.
That's interesting.
You have a mild case.
Yeah, maybe.
It's really just because you're old, bro. And like as you get older, your skin sags and then your joints hurt. It's fine.
Maybe.
It's what happens when you get older.
Imagine that guy like hitting on a chick in a bar. She's like, "Oh yeah, what do you do?" And he's like,
"Yeah,
watch."
Yeah. It reminds me of the guy from Men in Black, the original, and he like pulls his skin back.
Yeah, like this.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nasty. I mean, but see, like that, I almost feel bad for the guy because I can't be comfortable.
For Halloween, he could pretend to be that dinosaur from Jurassic Park. Like he just pulls his skin out.
The Dilophosaurus. But again, like if you have one of those disorders, I mean, I'm sure the guy lives it up. I'm sure he does. But I'm also sure that causes all kinds of issues with like being made fun of and stuff like that.
I think it's probably more like the physiotherapy and stuff they have to go through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He can't have a normal job. Like, he couldn't work construction. His body would be killing him.
No. I mean, you're telling me.
Get good, noob. What do you want me to say? In fairness, though, like, okay, so we're going to kind of roll into this is we see behind you that you're renovating your house. We're very proud of you to have gotten your house. And also, this man knows how to work. Like, there's nobody who works harder than Flap. But he has been working his ass off to get his house ready. We're very glad you're back. We know that this might be a one-only thing for a while, but we're definitely glad to have you. And it's awesome to see the progress you've made in a little over a year because I've known you, for 2.5 years? Almost 3 years now?
Yeah, coming up for 3, I think.
Coming up on 3. Yeah, I mean, I just think that you've come an amazingly long way. We've all been together now for at least 2 years. I've known Felix for about the same amount of time I've known you, Flap. Felix was the guy who got me into streaming because I watched the stream one night and fell in love with it. Twizted joined us probably a little bit later, about 6 months later, but to see the growth that you've come through from where you were and what you were doing to where you are now, it's impressive and it's inspiring nonetheless.
Thank you very much. I will say I have tidied up behind me. Do you want to see the rest of the room?
Show it. Show it.
Yeah. Dude, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, upside down. There's a hole in the wall there. There's some more dents. There's the shitty, awful curtains that they left. Look at them.
But there's no boxes that look like a window.
Yeah, no boxes that look like a window. That's right.
Thank you, Jimmy,
No.
for bringing that up.
They're in Jen's thingy.
I would definitely rephrase that.
Hold on. They're in Jen's office.
There you go. See,
Ah,
office is
there
better
you
than thingy. Shit just got weird here, guys.
I'm covered in paint as well. And as soon as this podcast is over, I'm going back to painting.
All right. Dude, that's sacrifice right there.
Mhm.
See, I couldn't, even when something really breaks here, like a little stuff I'll fix myself. I don't mind painting or fixing holes in the wall, or if something really breaks. But to go through and undertake a full renovation project by yourself is madness.
That's the most manly thing you could do.
Absolutely. And we make fun of you for being not manly, but you are pretty manly. Stop growing the facial hair. You're making me jealous.
It's
So in the renovation, are you going to build your retro PC that you wanted to build?
oh man, I really want to, and I keep looking on eBay for the old cases, but
It'll happen.
Time.
The
It'll
problem is
happen.
like the old retro piece or cases, I don't think you could fit one of the new cards in it.
No,
The new
I mean,
graphics card would have to be like planted inside of it.
I'm not going to get a 3090 or a 3080, but the 5700 XT that I have is fucking huge.
You know,
It's like-
they just released that 6900 XT. Thing is fucking massive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fit those in anything I'm getting. Am I?
I mean, you
If
could.
you do one of the retro ones, you could get one of those extenders. I used to have one,
Oh,
but
right.
basically it plugs in. It's like it plugs into your graphics card.
Hmm.
Let's see. I don't know if you can see this. It plugs into your graphics card like you normally would, but it's on like a riser, and you can literally set it on like a table. It's like a display case for your graphics card, and you could build your retro PC and then just put it on that behind it, so it looks like your PC doesn't even have a graphics card.
That's pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Hmm.
How are you pushing them frames without a graphics card?
Yeah, we're using integrated graphics cards and we're using pumping 400 frames. It is. What
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, yeah, Dave, you can go vertical.
No, nobody cares, Dave.
No.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Go lay down
Dave.
somewhere. Break
Yeah,
it.
yo, bitch.
This is the first time this guy hasn't been on the podcast in like 3 weeks. He's talking more than he's ever have on the podcast. We love
so
you, Dave.
the house renovation is fucking killing me because I get home from work doing from the exact same thing and just carry on working. So working through like 7:30 to 11 o'clock at night doing the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, especially now. So teaching
All weekends as well.
Going from teaching and master's classes and kids. When something breaks right now, I'm more willing to pay the money to have someone else fix it than for me to do it myself. I would rather lose money than time.
Yeah.
So like
Yep.
like with I need a new front door to my house. There's a slit of light at the bottom that you can see visibly that it's letting in air and out air. It's great. So I need to replace the door. But if you guys don't know, replacing a door, especially an exterior door, is not easy. That is not easy work.
If the
Yeah,
jam's not set up right, then yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
But
You have to have a license to do it here.
this house, when we came in, it needed 1 inch of a foundation repair.
Oh,
Like we had to put an inch still underneath to reset the house. And now that has happened, it has reset all the doors. All the doors need to be taken down and re-shimmied in, which is fine. But an exterior door is much harder than an interior door. An interior door, I can just trim the trim. That sounds weird. But an exterior door, like you have to measure it 5 or 10 times, and I don't have the amount of hands that it takes to do that. So with the front door, we're paying $800 for the door. We're going to spend
Dang.
$400 to have it installed because I'm not willing to do it myself.
That's not a bad price.
Yeah, I know, but
That's not a bad price.
it's going to take me, if I did it myself with my dad and my brother, which I'd bring them over here, buy them lunch, buy them some beer, whatever. It would take us 5 or 6 hours. Or I can pay somebody to come do it. It'll take them 3 hours.
and then it's warranted.
And then it's warranted. I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with breaking the door. Yeah, it's not worth it.
As I get older, it's like you see the value in that. Like with my car, for example, I had to go get my transmission flushed and then refilled. And I was like, okay, I could just hook the line up to the compressor, blow it out, fill it up. But I'm not a mechanic. And if I fuck something up along the way, then that's on me. Or I could pay the $275 and then have the dealership do it. And then if anything goes wrong, then they get to buy me a new motor.
See, I couldn't bring myself to do that because I'm I trained as a mechanic. I even though I don't have the tools, I'd borrow what I could. I'd do it on the drive.
But that's the like. I think that we're talking about different lifestyles and different cultures, but it's more of it's a great compliment to you that you know how to do all this shit. Dave's right, or Mickey's right. You could easily do the door in a day. I have no doubts that you would figure it out. Me personally, I would fuck something up. And it's a great tribute to you that you're able to do that. Whereas I'm not willing to. A lot
of it is I'm very cheap, I think you would say.
That's fair.
It's fair.
I'm even to the point where I'm about to start hiring people to move for me. I'm not doing this.
I'll never move myself. Ever.
Yeah, when I moved from Arizona to here, I vowed that I would just pay someone to do it.
I'm never moving myself again.
I also vowed never to drive that far ever again either.
Kiwi, the house I'm working in at the moment is roughly 500 years old.
Jesus Christ.
We think it's 500 years old because there's evidence that there was the house there in the 1500s.
That's insane.
Oh, that's nuts.
My house isn't 30 years old.
My house is 4 years old.
I think.
4 years.
Really?
Tombstone teenage home. Fuck all the way off, Kiwi. All the way off. I cannot believe you just said that. I don't like it here. It's uncomfortable. All right, so we've talked a little bit of tech. We've talked about houses. We've talked about everything. Let's talk about I know Felix is already getting into it because I'm really wanting to get into it. Or have you played the new Beyond Light expansion?
Oh, you know what? I have yet to play Beyond Light.
Oh my gosh!
I was gonna jump on with Busy and Zanlier, and the update, I didn't have it set to automatically update, so I was sitting there watching them play it while it was updating, and I don't want to do it by myself, so I haven't even tried to get in on it yet. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto online, actually.
Are you doing the role play stuff?
No, I'm just doing regular online stuff. What's the role play stuff?
Where you actually get into the role of different characters. Like you can be a police officer, you can be mechanics and things like that. So Twizted and I, we came across an Ark server, someone who was streaming Ark last night, and like they built a fucking kingdom. And when I say a kingdom, I mean this castle's massive. You can ask him about it. It's incredible the work they've put into this. And it's all great, right? But when they started logging off the server, you could hear "Good night, King" and "Yes, sir" or "Yes, ma'am," and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm cool with it. I'm not bashing it at all. For me personally, it was very weird. It was weird that you could get that far into character. Because me personally, I want to be like, "Fuck you, Twizted, and get out." Like, that's the way I want to do things. So these role play games, they're very extraordinarily popular. So when you see role play of GTA 5, it's extremely popular.
Really?
I just thought it was weird when I got into art because they were, talking about my lady and this and the other. And it was cool, just not really my thing. We are definitely not going to talk about my dress stream. Stop that. Felix is going to get in a dress with me next time.
Oh, yeah. Yep, it's happening. No,
but yeah.
I haven't tried the role play stuff. I've been I'm so far behind. My character was like level 8 when I quit playing, and so I'm doing like the motorcycle club and like the business stuff like that. But maybe I'll try the role play.
I will say one thing about like the GTA community, especially in role play, they're not as exclusive as you would think. They're very much out to help you. If you ask the right questions, they'll help you. And you would expect it to be kind of very exclusive and you're not good enough yet, you're not here yet, but they're really not. They will help you get there. And it's actually one of the more impressive communities because if you go into League, like if you go to League of Legends and you're like, hey, I don't understand this, you are going to be flamed for weeks.
Oh, no.
Like, I don't understand the new store. And they will just beat the hell out of you because you're stupid because you haven't played it in 6 months. I agree. I think if you get into something like that and it's for you, I think it can be a lot of fun. I just don't. I don't personally do that. I'd rather bash my friends than sit there and call them my lord.
Same.
Same.
I'm much more willing to tell you that you suck at the game, especially when you're my friends. Destiny Beyond Light, though, from the initial reviews, there's a lot of good things that have been said about it. I know the campaign looks amazing. I do like some of the features. I know Brosian came in here and talked about it the other night. The expansion is amazing. They've got a lot of new gear, a lot of new looks for different classes, new subclasses. It looks amazing. I know I've watched Natso and Zamlir and Dave play it for hours and hours. Beast Mode, Phantom from UV, they play it all the time. It's really interesting to watch. It looks amazing, and I think they did a good job with it. I have heard that it wasn't worth the hype, so I've heard both. Voles says, "Oh, I bashed them. I also arrested them and put them in jail at the same time." See, role playing like that would be cool, but it's just not for me. Maybe
the whole role play thing. My life sucks enough. I don't want it to suck on the games.
I think role playing in GTA would be fun, but in Ark, like
you got to really love Ark for that to even be a thing. Because like GTA, you can jump around. Like I was watching someone, they were doing they were the police, and that was entertaining to watch because it was like watching cops. And then I watched somebody do, what was the other thing they were doing? EMS. They were
yeah, that one's cool.
That was cool, because that's something that would be cool to do. But Ark, I couldn't. The day I call busy, my lord.
You have 3 minutes to talk about my Lord and Savior. Not so.
We got other issues there.
I don't think I could play Ark ever again.
We just jumped back into it, and the updates have really helped. I know that I spent a lot of time on Ark the first time, and I hated it. You would die to a gnat that was level 60, and you'd be like pissed off about it. And that was the same way with Atlas when Atlas was released, but it was like they didn't quite bring Atlas along. They were like, they still had the Ark menus and the Ark pause, but they've both gotten better.
Did we play Atlas?
We did play Atlas, but that was the time when Termolian, we put the server out there and we just did random spawn, and we spawned and like a fly was killing us. It was like level 94 fly, and it would kill us, and you couldn't see it because it was moving so fast. Level 100 bees. We died like 100 times. It was great. Absolutely splendid. But they both come a long way. There's more build paths, more things like that, more things you can do. But
I ain't going to play them.
I'll never get back into it the way I did the first time. I'd rather play Raft. Raft is more fun to me.
Yeah.
So when I haven't been streaming, I've been jumping around games, and I got back into State of Decay 2 as well. They've come a long way on that game. It's actually fun to play for hours, just even if you're solo, just running around grabbing stuff. It was pretty cool.
Twisted's gotten into Cold War, so I'm going to let him talk about what he thinks of Cold War, because I personally don't like it, but he loves it.
I'm going to have a nap while he does that.
I enjoy it, dude. It's a lot of nostalgia from the original Black Ops, and I'm absolutely loving that part. You know, a lot of new Call of Duty players are complaining, "Oh, footsteps are so loud." Well, back in the day, we had to use Ninja. There was nothing to silence your footsteps. It does run way better than Modern Warfare does right now. The game's gotten me so much, I'm back to playing multiplayer. Like, I kind of just said, fuck Warzone. I'm done with Warzone.
Which, for those of you who don't know, that's a big step for him, because we used to play Warzone daily. I don't know, man. I've been bouncing around. I played Crusader Kings 3 for the first time. Crusader Kings 3 that's a badass strategy game. Like, the depth of that game is incredible. Also played Hades. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one. Hades is kind of a top-down third person. It's amazing. It's got so many damn accolades. It's incredible. Brosian got me into that one too. Yeah, I know a lot of people who aren't impressed with Cold War. I'm not a Black Ops guy. I love the Modern Warfare series. I hate Black Ops. So I'm personally not going to pick it up just for that.
I like Battlefield. An actual good game.
This is a good game. You know they're just going to put more BR in it, right?
Yeah.
I'll only play Battlefield with...
I was about to say, I don't think you're ever going to play Battlefield again. We had a laugh about this the other night. or the other.
Only with you.
We had the podcast with Brosine on here, and we talked about the night because it was me, you, and Brosine, and then I can't remember who the fourth was. We were playing it, and Felix lost his shit. This man is as calm and cool and collected as there is in gaming. Okay, he doesn't get flustered with people around. But the rage that came out of him that day, I was like, I need to go to church. I need to go to church like now.
Okay. Oh, that was just, there was something about that. I don't know if those dudes were hacking or what, but I would spawn and a bullet would hit me like instantly. And I was like, I hate this game. I'm over this game. Wow.
It was, Brosine would tell you like, hey, go here or go there. And by the time you spawned in, you were dead.
I know. I was like, I can't, bro. And then Brosine kept yelling at me. He's like, all you got to do is, I'm like, I cannot get there, Brosine. I cannot go there.
All you have to do is go to this corner, man. What
Yeah.
the hell?
And he made it was so condescending. All you got to do, bro, is get over. I was like, Brosine, come on.
It was, I would love to see a new bad company. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bad
Company gets spawned again, I will drop every COD ever to go play it again.
Same.
No, we haven't talked about Microsoft and Xbox yet. But if we could get a bad company game, I would probably drop everything I'm playing. I
want a remake of Mercenaries. Did you ever see that?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Mercenaries.
I loved that game.
Same.
You could like call in shit and
Call
I
in
love
Nick,
the animation. Like it was like satisfying to arrest the guy.
Yeah, we were talking about Medal of Honor last week.
Oh yeah.
And wishing that the Medal of Honor series would come back. It's funny because it's still on Origin. Like they still have it to where you can play it. So if you have the Game Pass at Origin, which I know is almost useless now because of their partnership with Steam, but still a fun game to play. I wish people would pay attention to Insurgency. I know I've played Insurgency. I know Flaps played it with me. Best bots on the face of the planet.
Did I?
When you play it, was it you? I thought it was you.
I've never heard of it.
It may have just been Merrick. Insurgency Sandstorm. You can go play it. It's a wonderful game with objective-based play, but playing it online sucks. But the moment you stop and you play a private match with bots on the other side, it's the most realistic shooting game ever. Oh, well, I know you played it with me, not some. Somebody else played it with me, Merrick. Okay, so I was wrong. I'm sorry, Flap. I didn't mean to misspeak. I know you never play games with me. I should have known that.
Yeah.
Merrick turned us onto it, and then somebody else from Merrick's stream got us on it. But my God, what an incredible bot system they have. The bots were unbelievable. But I just need more nostalgia.
I'm just camping for Diablo 4. Like I'm literally just buying time for that game. Like, and then they kicked me in the balls and said Skull and Bones isn't coming out until 2022. And I was stoked about Skull and Bones because it was like Assassin's Creed meets like all the like the Black Flag Assassin's Creed meets like an RPG. And it was like, it looks amazing. And then they just kept pushing it back. So I'm like, well,
we're not talking Cyberpunk here. We're talking Diablo. Come back.
Did any of you play the Minecraft ARPG?
What is that? Dungeons? Was it Dungeons?
Yeah.
I my son played it. I didn't play it.
I played it for about a week, I think, with Not So and Taz, but I haven't picked it up since. Got to the end and I was done.
If you get a good ARPG, they're some of the best games around, but it is really hard to make a good one.
That's the first one I've played other than RuneScape.
Fair enough.
Does that count?
So really quick, I'm going to interrupt this because we're going to talk about the blowing vape smoke into an Xbox like a bunch of dumbasses. I do something on my stream now where I taste beers on Friday night, and I wanted to have Not So in here for Sunday morning, but we're going to do one later. But this is an Obsidian Stout. This is fucking amazing. It's a stout, Black Skies, Ominous Flows, Dark Notions. I'm not going to read the rest. This is a damn good beer. No, I didn't start them all. I just wanted one.
For someone who doesn't drink beer, what's a stout?
It's a far darker beer.
Fart? What? Fart darker?
Fuck off.
What did you say?
I hate you. It's far darker. This is
Dark
a
juice.
this is a really good one. Like this is
Delicious
amazing.
dark juice.
I don't know what somebody get me the actual definition of it. I just know it's much darker. Like there's more yeast in it than anything
I need
else.
to send this to you, too.
What is this one?
And Busy. It's called Best Brown. It's from Michigan, and it's a brown ale. And I don't really drink a lot of the craft beer stuff. My brother-in-law actually brought this. It's from
I drink
Comstock.
all craft beers. I will. Voodoo Ranger. God, that shit sucked. Ask Busy and Twizted have both had it. It is the hazy IPA that they make. It is the nastiest beer on the face of the planet.
The juice haze tasted like dirty water
It tasted like
that was repeatedly stepped in. with
so
acid.
bad, man. It was not a good beer. And I thought it was just me because I don't really like hazy IPAs. But oh man, it was so bad.
See, I'm
let's
with you, Dave. I'm with Dave. I'm not an ale person. Like, I really don't drink a lot of ales, but this is an exception. Like, you'll have to try it. I don't think it's sold online. He literally brought me like cases of this from Michigan. So, but I will have to send you guys some because that's really good stuff.
All right, so this is the first known use of the word stout for beer was in a document dated 1677 found in Egerton manuscripts. The sense being that a stout beer was a strong beer, not a dark beer. The name porter was first used in 1721 to describe a dark brown beer that had been made with roasted malts. Because of the huge popularity of porters, brewers made them in a variety of strengths. The stronger beers, typically 7 to 8% alcohol by volume, were called stout porters. So the history and development of stout and porter are intertwined, and the term stout has become firmly associated with dark, strong beers rather than just a strong beer. That's the definition.
What was the percentage of alcohol in those?
7 to 8. This
7.
one, yeah, this one in particular. Well, this one's not even a 7.
This one's 5.8.
Yeah, this one's a 6.8, so not bad.
And you can tell that's the one thing is with this. The reason why I think it's this is because it's not so heavy alcohol content. There's more like room for flavor there. 5.2. See, this is a 5.8. There's just more room for flavor in it, I guess. I don't know.
This is a weak cider.
Convict Hill Oatmeal. This is an 8. I mean, that's pretty solid. El Chingon is another one that's made here in Texas. But this one's pretty good, but it's an IPA. It's not a stout. And then we've got Sixth Floor, which is an easy porter. That's an 8. So good beers.
Are you doing those tonight?
I don't know. Natsu and I are going to get together, and we're probably going to drink and play some games. So
Nice.
hell of a lot of fun. I mean, just find.
I wish I
something we can
liked
all play.
beer.
Well, okay, I like ciders, and 2 weeks ago was the first time I did it on stream because I came up with something. Brittany does her Sage, she does her cooking nights, and I was like, that looks fun because it's something that I would enjoy. So I started thinking, what can I do on my stream that's not gaming but it would be fun? And beer tasting came to mind, and so I grabbed a cider. I did 5 beers and a cider, and first off, I think that Voodoo Ranger just threw off the entire night because as soon as I had it second, and I gave it a 0.1 out of 10. That's how bad it was. If I could do negative numbers, I probably would have, and since it's my stream, I could. Negative 10,000 doesn't seem like a fair number, but I grabbed a cider, and I took a drink of it, and I spit it out. It was awful.
What was it?
I don't know, but it was a hibiscus cider.
Oh, what does that mean? There's a flower in it.
It's a flower, and it was
Ew.
fucking disgusting.
Probably tasted like dirt.
Right. I'm going to give you, as an Englishman, I'm going to give you a tip here for cider drinking. Apple. That's it.
That's the end of the tip. That's the tweet.
Don't drink
Apple.
your pear.
I actually
Don't drink
found
no
I found a
flavoured
blood orange
ciders.
cider.
No, piss that off. Apple or nothing.
It was fucking delicious, dude.
Nah.
What was it?
It was a blood orange cider. We have it. It's made here in Florida. Let me see if I can remember the name of it.
It's not cider. Apple or nothing.
You know what? I had a cider when I was. Where was I? I think I was in Clapham. We went
Was it
into
apple?
we went into this pub, and it was actually a shandy, and they made it with cider. It was it was apple, but it was apple cider, and it was Sprite, like 7-Up, like actual Sprite. I guess you call it lemonade.
Yeah, we 7-Up or Sprite is lemonade for us here.
Lemonade. Yeah, so it was that, but it was apple cider. It was the most refreshing drink. It was, and it wasn't heavy. It was good.
Oh yeah.
Well, we've had some right here in Texas right now. We're kind of in a weird spot because, well, North Texas especially. We're in that time right now in time of the year, especially November, December, January, where stouts and porters are kind of in season. But we haven't left IPAs and golden ales yet because it's still so hot. So you need right now, you're still seeing those refreshing beers that are online. So I grabbed a bunch of IPAs and a bunch of ciders the other night, and there's something wrong with this year because, man, I need to get to stout and porter season because I'm kind of done with the refreshing beers. But I've had a couple that were really good and that I would drink. If I were outside mowing the yard, I'd come in and drink one of those IPAs because it's that refreshing taste. But I feel conflicted because we're in stout and porter season, but all the stores are selling right now is IPAs. So
my buddy lives in Dallas, and he was saying that at the end of when you're in that transition phase, like when the weather changes, that there's an event downtown Dallas, like in a park down there somewhere. They have like a massive like flash sale of everything left from this season to that season. And it's just like, you can go there with he said you can go there with like $100 and you can come back with cases.
Oh yeah.
Just cases of it.
Because there's actually, and I don't know about the rest of the world. I've only spent time in Vegas, Southern New Mexico, and South Dakota, and obviously here in Texas. But I've been around the world. But I spent time in Southern New Mexico where the German Air Force is actually headquartered here in the United States. And I got to go to Oktoberfest. And stouts and porters is all they drink. They drink that really dark beer that you can almost chew. But here in Texas, there's a defined line almost where you go from IPA season to stouts and porters. And when you do that, these beer companies who are headquartered here, because there's thousands of them, they just sell all stock from the summer. They'll brew next year. And like you said, if you're willing to drink IPAs and golden ales and your blondes during winter, you can make a killing. You can buy tons of them. And it's the same when stouts and porters phase out for the summer. You can just buy tons of cases for very cheap.
I like the blonde beers. I'm becoming more a fan of those.
I used to be only a blondes and golden ales guy. Love the IPAs. Not so, and I had a few stouts. Dragon's Milk, we talk about it all the time. It's oh my god, it's unbelievable.
Dragon's Milk, I'd try that.
Dragon's Milk. It's a damn good beer. Like he sent it to us in the DM for the podcast, but Dragon's Milk it's good. Sage likes the chocolate stouts. I don't like chocolate in my beer, but she likes them, and I know Natsu drinks them too.
I've seen a couple coffee-based ones, which would be interesting.
I don't do coffee taste. Sage made a coffee jelly. I won't eat it. It tastes like coffee, and that's the problem. Like, I don't do coffee taste. I love drinking coffee, and I drink black coffee, but that taste is supposed to stay in my coffee, not in other things.
So Twizted just sent a link to Florida beer. It's like carbon.
You're kind of
You
drowned out.
went underwater there.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
None of those are ciders, Twizted.
This is a hard cider that I'm looking at. It's a blood orange hard
It's
cider.
out of Michigan. It's out of Comstock, Michigan. It's called Best Brown.
Blood orange and pineapple are not ciders.
They're ciders. They're hard ciders.
First off, they're too weak. 4.5% alcohol as a beer.
That's almost a light beer, isn't it?
It's almost a light beer.
4%.
It's pathetic.
It's a cider.
It's not a cider. Not having it. Not having it.
This is a difference in culture, though. Like I think over here in America, more oftentimes cider is considered, and please don't take this offensive, but it's considered a far more feminine drink. It's kind of a fruity beer to have.
Right.
Whereas in the rest of the world, a cider is considered a harder alcohol.
Oh yeah.
So here ciders are more like your 4s and 5s. You rarely see that cider that gets up to 9. Whereas I know overseas, I've had this discussion with Mickey a few times. The ciders over there are 9 and 10.
Yeah,
that's high. So
That's awesome.
Depending where you buy your cider from, it won't necessarily be checked. So if you buy a scrumpy cider from a farm, it's not carbonated, it's not sweet. Its sole purpose is to fucking kill you, and it's
Moonshine.
delicious. Like
moonshine.
yeah, it is. It's apple moonshine, like Old Rosie. It's not nice. It's not strong, but it's fucking cheap. Like you get a big 5 liter like glass jug of it for like £3, something like that.
I had the apple pie moonshine for the first time during Friday's stream. I'd never had it before. It is absolute money. However, the hazelnut, oh my God, that was disgusting.
I couldn't do that, man. Oh, I couldn't handle that.
The hazelnut was, and what's bad is Sage and Pretty and Green, Tatiana, they loved it. They were downstairs taking shot after shot of it, and they didn't want to give me one because they thought I would like it. And when I took it, I was like, you can keep all of that. Like, don't ever bring hazelnut back in here.
I've only had 3 flavors of moonshine. I had the one that you had, and then I had cinnamon. I had apple pie, and they were phenomenal. Like, they were so strong, but they capture that taste so well.
Yeah,
damn,
I can't
what's on
do
right
the
now,
hazelnut.
dude.
The apple pie was good. I'd
I'm
drink
gonna
about 50.
You'll see me on Instagram Live. I'm like, you guys, so good.
So for those of you that want to partake, grab your stouts, grab your moonshine, grab whatever. We'll play games later because we need to get that. Austin East ciders. Man, I'm just not – I don't mind a good cider. But again, here in America, it's so tamed down. Like, I don't know. The 3.5, 4 is just – I feel like I'm filling up with liquid instead of actually getting drunk. I like hazelnut. I just don't like hazelnut moonshine.
I drink hazelnut coffee, but I don't think I could do hazelnut moonshine.
I need to interrupt here quickly, guys. I'm sorry. Mickey, White Lightning has been discontinued.
Oh no!
I've heard a lot about White Lightning.
Yeah, it's not good. 8.4%. You'd buy a 3 liter bottle for £3.
So that's cheap.
Yeah, 13 years old. It's a lot.
£3. We can actually go to the ocean and catch £3 right now.
£3, give it to him.
It's been discontinued in 2009. 11 years.
BRB fishing in Russian Fisherman 4.
I need a minute.
Pour some out for the homie.
£3.
I'm not pouring this out because it's really good. Somebody, for the first time I'm ever going to say this, somebody please clip that from this podcast.
I thought that was
this dude just spilled drink all over himself. Oh my gosh. Go grab the garbage ranger. It was fun.
Cut him off. Just kidding.
Fishing Planet 4, man. Come on. Such a good game. Such a good game. Stupid, because you're completely wasting your time fishing here when you can fish outside, but whatever. We don't judge here around the Team Serious podcast. So we've hit on just about everything, guys. We are getting up on that hour and 15-minute mark. It's always been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for your time. I'm going to let them pass it around the horn, tell me where they can be found, tell them what they're going to be doing. I'm going to jump around. I got to get my kids settled, and then I'm going to jump on some games so I can drink and have a good day. We've got some other stuff coming up tonight, but let's go ahead and go around the horn. Tell us where we can find you, and then I'll close us out.
All right. TheyCallMeFelix.com is actually taken down right now. I'm actually redoing a lot of it. So the only place you can find me is on Twitter and Instagram at TheyCallMeFelix. Haven't really been playing a lot, but hopefully we'll change that and get some games in with you guys and get some drinks in too.
You can find me in Discord. I'm always in Discord, in the Team Serious Discord, as well as in the UV Discord. Yeah, today is just going to be another grind of hardcore search and destroy.
Basically, he doesn't want to drink with us. That's what he said. Enjoy that.
Oh, I'll be drinking while I play hardcore search and destroy.
Rude.
You can find me decorating, and that's going to be it for the next month or so. So
And that's it. That's all he's got. You can
Fixer
find me
upper simulator.
House fixer. Are you really going to sit there this whole time?
Yep.
Go get a towel and clean yourself up. You can find me over at twitch.tv/XX Tombstone XX. Love streaming. I only stream Mondays and Fridays. Sometimes I'll get one day of the weekend in, but right now it's just Mondays and Fridays until my master's degree is done. Outside of that, you can find me in either one of Team Serious or UV's Discord. If you need me, all you got to do is tag me. Send me a shout. I'll be around. I actually get to play games today, which is really exciting instead of doing fucking hours and hours of homework. Outside of that, you guys can find me here every Sunday morning on the podcast. I did have some personal stuff go on with my family. We unfortunately lost my grandfather, so that pulled me from the podcast for a few weeks. But I'm back and enjoying my time here. On the 20th of this month, this coming Friday, Team Serious is hosting a Rainbow Six Siege tournament. Big shouts to Boise State University, who's going to be a part of it. A lot of salt. Get your salt flowing. Enjoy the sodium. Make sure that you guys get in there and see this amazing team get to work. We are going to hopefully put in a UV team so we can get our asses kicked by some professionals. It'll be a good time. With that being said, we're also doing the mental health awareness stream where Team Serious is partnering with Club Kiwi, Rage Zone, Galaxy Hound, and Team United Vindication. We're going to put on a mental health awareness stream that goes on from December 10th through the 13th. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be people getting online and sharing their trials, their tribulations, and also their successes and their breakthroughs with mental health awareness, mental health issues. I know for a fact we're going to talk anxiety, PTSD, depression. We're also going to talk about things like autism, which isn't normally associated with mental health, but we're going to talk about how we cope with that. We actually have a veterans session and we have a mental health caregivers session as well. So you guys can jump in on the roundtables and see these mental health issues from a multitude of different perspectives. There is a merch store that's going to be put out by Galaxy Hound. If you want to get your own Break the Stigma merch, it's actually fantastic. They're also doing giveaways. They're giving away masks. Galaxy Hound coming through with a big clutch. They're doing an awesome job. So if you guys can, tune in to Team Serious on Twitch during December 10th through the 13th, and you're going to get to see all of our pretty faces as we talk mental health. The Team Serious gentlemen and the Team Serious ladies will both have a podcast during that time. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Natsu just posted the link tree. You're going to see us across the spectrum. You're going to see us on Club Kiwi. You're going to see us on Rage Zone. You'll see us on United Vindication and Team Serious's Twitch. Galaxy Hound has Trovo, so we got that covered all across YouTube. This is a massive event, guys. We have included several thousand people that are getting involved, and thousands of dollars are going to where we need to be. So it's going to be a blast. For those of you that want to play games tonight, hit up Natso, hit up myself. We'll get together, whether it's Destiny or it's whatever you want to, whatever you fancy. Let's get together. Let's play some games. Let's drink some stouts and get drunk and have a good time. Outside of that, one more time, everybody here on the podcast is a Team Serious member, a Team Serious gentleman. We love you guys. Look forward to Savory Sundays put on by Sage Rage later this afternoon. Come back. I don't remember when we're taking a break, guys. Help me out, Flap. When are we taking a break?
I'm taking a break after
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for the podcast. You clown.
I don't know. I read it and it's gone.
We talk a lot in these Discords and these chats. So we are no episode for the 22nd or the 29th. Okay. So we're actually going to take a 2-week break. Get you guys to enjoy your Thanksgivings with your families if you're from the U.S. Otherwise, we're just giving you some time away from our ugly ass faces. So with that being said, guys, it's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. Please see the announcement from our sponsors, those of you that need some property management solutions. And then I'll close us out with that fire-ass video that FlapAndSmack made for us. It's a rocking good time. We are out of here, guys, and I will see you guys in 3 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Serious Crew. This is Not So Busy, your podcast producer and Serious Gentleman podcaster. Team Serious would like to announce Serious Property Solutions, a proud sponsor of Team Serious. Serious Property Solutions, or SPS, will buy any house, any condition, any situation. So if you're looking into getting out of your mortgage or simply selling your house quick and you are near or around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, give them a call at area code 469-609-7368, or you can reach out to them via their Facebook page at facebook.com/Serious Property Solutions and send them a message via FB Messenger or email them at oscar@seriouspropertysolutions.com. We would like to thank SPS for their support and supporting this podcast. Thank you so much. Go check them out.
The closer you got to me, the faster I try